They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us in Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field, home of the Northwestern Wildcats. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Syracuse Orange. Taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Handoff to the lone back. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Back to pass, it's Lacey. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there. He knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got the quick pass. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Snagged out of the air.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking left. Got his man downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Motion from the wideout. The give on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
They're about to snap it for the 10th time on this opening drive, but they need a conversion to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Douglas. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrub defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting the drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gonna run it. It's Henson. And that's the way they'll start, and they hope it gets better. No gain. Syracuse right back at it. They'll run play action. Quarterback moving. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to pass. It's Duke. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the tight end. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, and on defense, you just got to be able to finish that play. That defender had the football in his hands. He's just got to catch it. That should have been an interception.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on 3rd down. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him. That loss a week ago, called on just once. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. To the air, it's Lacey. Bringing the heat. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. Couldn't do it on that last play.
Now the play fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Soft spot in the middle. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll leave it with him. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Makes the grab. It's Williams. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Syracuse right back at it.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking downfield, it's Duke. Fires left. Already find a hole in that secondary. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Orange.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Notre Dame took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2012 Irish team led by Manti Te'o would just take the will of opposing teams. Impressive to watch. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Northwestern offense returns to the field. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Motion from the wide receiver. The play action fake. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Pulls and throws off the RPO. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Wildcats, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Reads it, fires complete. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. The Wildcats will have it 1st and 10. Here's the give off the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
To the air. It's Lacey. Under fire. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
The Wildcats will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A 70-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Creates a little space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Duke. On the run, still looking. All kinds of time before he fires right.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. There's the pressure. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Whether the receiver could have done on that play, guys, you're not expecting the ball to be thrown behind you like that, especially in the quick game.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. Corner's going to give them room. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards and then get your booty out of bounds.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Williams. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Scanning the field, it's Lacey. It's complete to the left. They've got the 1st down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wildcats will kick it off to start the 2nd half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they'll get him down after a solid return. There are few things that can impact the game more than the ability to hit the other team's quarterback, and that was a big play there.
And I love the team defense on this play. One, excellent job getting to the QB and forcing the errant pass. And how about the secondary on the back end, able to rally that football and pick it off?
Oh, better look out! They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the catch. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
Motion from the wideout. A designed run for the quarterback. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The inside handoff. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Back to throw, it's Lacey. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, turning it on. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12. Syracuse right back at it.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Not so fast. You think it's going to be automatic, 2nd and short. They're just going to turn around and hand it off. But how about the penetration up front defensively, shutting that play down?
Yeah, and if your defense wants to be aggressive, well, that's fine. It's 3rd and short. I still got 4th down as well, so don't be afraid to be aggressive on those and play action because defense a lot of times really expects run, and it can take some big shots in man coverage down the field.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and 1st down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Syracuse mere inches away from a third down conversion. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. So we open the final period with a third down play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again down the road. You are not done.
Motion from the wide receiver. To throw, it's Lacey. Here's a heat. He's got an open man. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Great spot to attack there right off the turnover. Try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101. Sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum to try to make a big play.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
They'll run play action. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Leaves it with the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up third and inches.
The Orange line up here on third and inches. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. He'll try the left side. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Backed up now, here's second and long. The give to the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The clock is not their friend. Got to get everybody to the line quickly. Pocket breaking down. They're setting up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Going for it on fourth down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throws to the back. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Got room on the return. He's at touchdown, Northwestern. The defense putting points on the board.
At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Paul? Gets the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Duke. Rushes on him. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now.